Not even I could screw up this one. It's too easy.
Ever feel like you're just ruining expensive stuff?
We're not gonna pull this truck out again until it's done. All right, Brian Staton just called with Driveline Tech and said that the driveline for the rollback is done, which is one of the pieces we were missing. We're gonna run to Hurricane real quick and pick that up. We gotta take some cab lifting things to Matt too, so we'll swing by his shop and crash his party. And then back here and back to work, so let's go. All right, we just got here to pick our driveline up from Brian, so we'll grab it and head back to the shop. Got us some drive shafts, drive lines, whatever you want to call them. We got them. All right, we've arrived. We're into the compound. These are his bills to lift his cab off his tow truck, so we'll bring him back to the dog stand. What's happening? I've got some things.
This will help with all of our problems.
I knew I could help you with your problems.
Now we can replace our whole drivetrain.
Yeah.
That doesn't
So
sound fun.
these are what I need to pull the cab off the wrecker. Now I got them because we need to pull the cab off the wrecker.
I like it.
Okay. Thanks for popping in.
Yep, we'll see you later. We're out of here. We've coached Matt into the right direction on a whole bunch of stuff. Just kidding, we didn't help him a bit. We're out of here. We wasted his time, and now we're gonna go home and try to finish something today.
Down there. It's heavy. Think it'll just fit?
Maybe.
That's what you went after?
One more piece.
All day
They're
long
kind of
for
heavy.
that, huh?
I mean, we worked hard.
I bet you did. I bet you had
So,
lunch.
just
and
out of
stuff.
curiosity sake, Sean, slip that up there
Well,
and see if
I
it's...
thought about it. Just do it. I didn't want to have it hurt.
You didn't want to ruin our day?
Yeah. Well, there's. Looks right.
Holy cannolis. It's a little off. We can waller the hole just a bit.
Yeah, probably. This one lines up.
Does it? Oh, this one will too.
Yeah. Bolts would drop right in.
Cool. I like it. I can read a tape measure. Hooray!
Should be driving in 10 minutes. Yeah. Really.
So this is going to make this so you can steer it.
Nope.
Drive it,
Yep.
because that's a drive line.
Grandma's on it. It's not a steering line.
It
But
isn't?
it's a
Isn't
drive.
steering and driving the same thing?
Well, you're gonna get grief because technically it's a shaft, not a drive line. Okay.
Get in line.
Look at that.
That looks
All
pretty
right.
awesome.
Now we gotta try to clock this thing.
Yeah.
Hold that drive line, Hunter, for just a second. Dude, I measured the drive line correctly.
You did. I'm impressed.
So am I.
You only had to measure it once, too.
I don't know how many times I measured it, but
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
maybe
here.
driveline tech's just good enough that he read my mind and did it the way it was supposed to be. All right, she's got real live drive shaft.
That's pretty cool.
We'll push it in the shop now, and we'll get to work on it and get the rest of this stuff done. Today we got intercooler and belt routing stuff. We got to get that all taken care of so this truck will run, drive, and start doing cool things. So we're back on it. We're not gonna pull this truck out again until it's done. So I'm tired of jumping around for a bit, which I know it's kind of odd for me, but we're on this truck. We'll get going. Away we go. Okay, so we're putting a Ford AC setup on here.
No!
I know that's a little risky on my part, but if you're building a Fummins, which is a Cummins motor in a Ford truck, this is the bracket you need to move the AC, and that's it's gonna work for us. It's gonna bolt right, something like that, and that's that'll get the AC up where we need it. So we'll put this all together and show you when we.
And why can't you put it on in the factory spot?
Well, it goes way down there in the factory spot, and it hits the frame because I moved the motor back 7 inches. So now it's hitting the cross member. So I don't know how this bolts exactly. Was there instructions?
You'll have to cut off the front mount of the intake horn and mount to fit.
Oh, that one. Yeah, those are bolting right there, there, and there.
So you get
3 bolts. Okay.
Is that one just for stirability? That one doesn't actually do anything, does it?
No, it doesn't do anything. We'll probably trim that whole, if we're gonna do it, we might as well cut the whole piece off of it.
Right.
So it looks decent. So probably unbolt that and we'll get that trimmed off of it and cleaned up, make it look good. We get all the belts and hoses on this thing today. We can probably make it clatter. You know we're gonna test drive it once we can drive it. Yeah, we'll go take this thing for a dig.
Sweet. If we've got to cut this off anyways, probably may as well make it look good. Just cut the whole thing out of there. So we just took it all off. Let's see if that fits any better. I'm guessing this is how that goes. Seems right. Only 3 holes, only one way it can be. And this bolts right on the front with an idler bearing. I'll go grab that. Not even I could screw up this one. It's too easy.
Well,
Don't.
now you've gone ahead and said that.
Look at that. Can't even mess it up. Guess we'll find out if Ford stuff is good or not. Hey, those are for you. Tinted windows, AC, and loud radio.
That's all you need. That's the necessities.
Because it's going to be a little noisy, I'm sure.
Those are the necessities, really. The loud radios to make up for all the rattling inside the truck.
Just turn it up a little louder.
Yep.
It's going to have to be loud.
How did I get stuck doing kid projects and you're working on cool stuff?
Well, I wasn't going to offer to trade you, so.
That's what I want to know right now.
Find some bolts and we'll put a belt on real quick.
All right, I'm leaving Sean to cut that thing apart. I'm going to the hardware store to get 4 bolts, like a 1/2 inch longer than this. So I'll be right back. He'll have that done and we'll start on the intercooler next.
Yeah. We want this out of here, but we want this bolt still. So we're just going to cut along that. Hopefully it looks good. What do you think?
Let's see it. Wow.
Better? Shouldn't be in the way anymore.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Should have some room.
All right, I'm back. I got the bolts we needed. We only had 3 of the good ones, so we had to get a cheap one too. But back, we'll get it bolted on and start putting things together. Oh yeah, that's gonna be exactly what we were after, right there. We're gonna do something unusual. We're gonna put some paint on stuff, just cause. That's beautiful, huh?
Looks.
Maybe I should paint a lot more stuff. Look at that. I'm good at it, Hunter.
Just rattle cannon.
Yeah. I mean, paint's paint, right? It's all created equal. I like it. That's beautiful. Won't even be able to tell if we cut that off. She's got AC. This belt's been crinkled up for a hot minute. We probably ought to go out tonight and go look for some alkalos. You know what?
I know what you're saying.
Is this tensioner? Is it for real?
Hey.
Is that? How do you get around the water pump though? I know, I see it. It's like that. No, it's not. It's still not it, because that's barely around the water. Oh, that's not the water pump. That just turns the fan. You think that's how they did it? Probably not gonna work. That's what I'm saying. Where'd that picture go? That's how it's ran though. That's not very much on the fan. Okay. That comes around there. Does that come on the back side? It does come on the back side. Interesting, Huntress. Put that back around it out down there, and I'll take it off up here. Okay, you should have plenty to put it around. Got it?
Yep. It's, oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oh! Wow! Okay. I think so. There we go. We've got some stuff to tackle here. We've got the wrong water neck on it. I need one. This one comes out the front here. I need one that comes up right here. And then the intercooler. I've waited this long to deal with this because it's not very good, and it's still not very good. But we'll have her by the end of today. We're having a pretty hard time getting motivated today. We're gonna hear this thing run again. That's gonna help our motivation. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna pull that up. I'll pump some fuel some more. I have to crack some injectors. She's close. Suck air again. My fuel system's not quite up to par. I don't know why it sucked air, but it did. Somewhere it's got a leak, like a, I don't know where. Yeah, it sucked air again. We heard it run. It's supposed to make us. It's supposed to make us happier, and instead we found some problems. I don't know. That's frustrating. I guess we go back and finish what we were working on. We gotta get that intercooler hanging in here today. The belts seem to be sound though. I mean, it was turning the fan. All of those things were doing what they should. Pretty happy with that. Kind of wanted it to run long enough I could get the power steering to work and all that, but 7 weeks I'm out on fuel tanks. So I would like to just finish this truck, but we're not. We're gonna have the bed setting on it. We're gonna have everything done, and we're gonna be waiting on fuel tanks to show up for this thing. So we'll keep plugging along. All right, we've heard her run. She still runs. Still got a fuel issue. I don't know, it's sucking air somewhere, but we'll deal with that when we get some fuel tanks. I'm gonna go start doing some TIG welding now. I gotta cut radiator and move the neck to the top. I'll show you. All right, basically, I've already cut this one off and moved it. So now this one's gonna get cut off, and then it's gonna get put right there on the top. We'll chop that out and weld that in. So I'll go grab something to cut it with. It's a must when you're cutting aluminum. Stuff's awesome. We'll drill a hole and put in the top.
Ever feel like you're just ruining expensive stuff? Some days I get that feeling.
Hot. Really, really hot, in case you were wondering. Ever seen a radiator with the neck coming out the top?
I don't think I have.
Today is that day.
Do they make them like that?
I don't know, but we are. Yep, we are making them like that today.
They feel like a good day to be
TIG welding?
taking.
Are you questioning?
I'm just
Hunter,
asking.
are
You
you
never
questioning?
know.
She's gonna TIG like a dream. You wait and see.
How do you feel about my TIGging chances today? Oh, don't laugh. Without some argon, there's zero chance. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen.
She's gonna TIG like a dream. You wait and see.
That's a brand new tip. Brand new torch. Never even been used. How does one get coolant in there? I think she's back. I don't know what was inside that thing. Getting better.
Slowly but surely.
Yep, it's getting better. Now we gotta weld this in. Should be just fairly easy, I hope. We'll see how it turns out. Why are you giggling at me?
I like the balancing job.
Hot. Just in case you were wondering. It's hot.
Alright, well, us and TIG welding, we usually don't get along, but today, I think it's good. I think we've accomplished. Now we just gotta do an intercooler and everything else that goes along with that. Ouch. Ouch. Sorry, little radiator. Didn't mean to confuse you and treat you poorly.
You have to cut that out.
No, it's not going that way. It's gonna
Oh,
come
you're right. That one's
right
going up.
across
That's the
here,
top one.
turn and come right in and hook right there. So that's gonna be, we can deal with that. That's gonna be perfect. We're gonna have to do some chopping. This is the intercooler, or the front cowling. Goes something like that-ish, I think. And there's just no way to make an intercooler fit under that. Really, what I want to do is I want to mount it like this, basically. The grill's in the way. We could run it with no grill. What do you think of that?
Let's do it.
Just have this hanging out the front. It has to go straight up and down. There's no other way around it. I want that life. Just lay in the shop chair, have people feed me. Don't really need to do anything. People pet you. That's a life. Shop cat. All right, so I've wasted like 2 hours here just sitting in this chair, petting my cat, thinking about this. I think I've got a plan. We're gonna use that intercooler. We're gonna end up cutting kind of a hole in the front of this so that this tube, let me show you what we got going. This is gonna get kind of dumb, really. It's involved. So this has to ride up over the top of there. I need the latch to stay in the same place that this latch is in, but this pipe is gonna stick through the front of here a little bit. So we're gonna just basically like French it through the front of there, and we've got a lot of work for an intercooler, basically is what I'm trying to tell you. Then this is gonna get cut off and I'll have to hook it in, and then I gotta cut the intercooler off and stub it and weld it so it goes out sideways. No shortage of stuff. Basically, I'm gonna start welding some pipes together. I gotta come make an instant turn there and over and tie into this, so.
You're not welding this to there, right?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, you're gonna get it
I
out.
need that 90. I'm gonna cut this off super short and then probably cut that off and then get the other one of these. I have another 90 and it's gonna go in there, and we'll weld them together on the angle to get over here, and then it'll 90 down and we'll cut that off, and then hopefully we can put this onto the intercooler. I'd like to still be able to unhook the intercooler off the piping. Once that's done, then we can start building the brackets for the intercooler and cutting this piece to fit this pipe. All right, watch for fires, Hunter. There's some diesel kicking around here.
I see how you just put a rag over it and call it good.
That's all put away.
Yeah.
That's diesel, dude. All right, I'm gonna cut this out. Not on fire, right?
Nope.
Bonus. All right, I'm totally estimating this. I'm gonna cut it long. Retrim it. I've got a vise setting right here. Probably just gonna go ahead and use it. Did you cut that?
Dude, that's not straight at
Watch
all.
this. Want them to see it straight? That's actually going to be pretty close. I'm gonna go deburr this. How do you feel about that, Hunter? I feel actually pretty good about that. I'm pretty satisfied with it. This is hard to estimate.
Holy crap. That's so far down
Gonna be
there.
your skid plate.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, it's gonna work like that, but that's just, that can't work.
All right, we're getting somewhere now. It's not somewhere I want to be, but it's what I have to be. So this little tiny intercooler, it's probably not gonna do. I'm gonna have to watch the skinny pedal when we're on a hill. She's gonna build EGTs, but I think that's what it's gonna look like, something like that. So I gotta mount this thing right there somehow or another, and then I'm gonna end up welding this to the top of the intercooler, and it'll hook to that, and then we'll come off the bottom. So we're getting somewhere. It's been a long day of not a lot of progress, but I've made my mind up. That takes the longest. Look who just got to the shop.
Hey,
It's pretty much the end of the day.
it
And
is.
she's rolled to the shop.
I just rolled on in.
Rolled in with your flip-flops on and your
Yep.
hair up like
Yeah.
you own this joint.
I heard it's been a good day today.
Ooh, this has been a struggle. The gray matter hasn't been flowing real well in there today.
Well, if you need any help, I'm pretty much an expert at all of these parts.
Well, let's test your parts knowledge.
Well, let's try it.
We'll go easy first.
Okay,
Right there.
radiator.
Negative.
What? That's the radiator core.
Negative.
That's the radiator
This is
front
the
radiator.
this is the radiator.
That's the radiator protector.
Nope. Has to do with cold air.
That's the cold air intake.
That's what that is. This is the AC condenser.
Oh, radiator front is a better terminology for that, I think.
The front radiator.
The front radiator.
And this is the back radiator.
Yeah.
I'm putting another one in the front of it though, so maybe this could be the middle radiator.
Oh. Lots of radiators.
There's a bunch on this.
No wonder nothing fits.
How about this part right over here? We'll stick with the same theme.
That is the belt of something. That's the cold air belt holder.
Better known as the AC compressor.
Oh. I was close.
Where do we go
Give-
from here? I mean, let's go
Give me
blatantly
another one.
obvious.
Give me another one.
Let's go with this over here.
That is the turbo.
Woo! She got one!
Look at that. You know why I remember that? Because this thing right here looks like a
snail.
tuba.
Oh, a tuba.
A tuba. So a turbo. Tuba turbo.
How about that one?
Wow. Oh, Hunter's getting involved.
That one,
He went straight for the throat.
that is something to do with the starter.
No. Well, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps the starter eventually.
That is connected to the belt also.
Do you know what lightning
That
is?
turns things. That's the sparkulators.
This motor doesn't have sparkulators.
Oh, well that's something to do with lightning.
What is lightning?
A bolt.
It's electricity, right?
Yeah, so that's that has electricity in it.
It makes it.
It
that-
makes electricity.
That is the alternator.
close.
Yeah, you were like
Starter.
right there. No.
Without the electricity.
It's the alternator.
What is it alternating?
Current?
Give me another one. I'm on a roll. So far, I've gotten like 3 out of 3.
This over here goes with the old alternator on this truck. The
Can I see
original
it?
alternator. It doesn't actually do anything now.
Oh, that's just pretty.
It's coming off. But what would that be? It makes the alternator work.
That's the starter.
Nope.
That is.
It's just this.
Oh, well, let me read it.
Graydon knows what it is? What is it?
Delco
power
Remy.
box.
Ooh, nope. How about a regulator? Does that sound like it could be that?
I was about to say a horn because it's close to the horn.
It's not.
Okay,
That-
one more for the road.
Okay, this thing right here that we've been struggling with for days.
A radiator.
But what does it radiate? What is this for?
It makes it so this doesn't overheat.
No, it doesn't.
Well, then it makes it so the flies don't fly into the engine and all the bugs. It protects the engine. It's an engine protector.
It's cooling air.
Oh, it's
This-
an air cooler.
This is an air cooler.
I
It's
bet
the
it.
intercooler.
I bet it protects the engine too. I feel like I've won this.
Did you get any right?
I got
She
all
got-
of them right.
She got turbo right.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
1 out of 27.
1 out of 5.
pretty good.
Back to the build.
All right, we'll get going. We got stuff to do. I guess I could just weld top and bottom. Maybe that's what I need to do. Probably be the ticket just to weld to that and bend a little tab, huh? To that. Yep, I think that's probably the smarter thing to do. Okay, let's go build some little tabs.
You're gonna be able to cut the whole thing?
Will I be able to? Is it every day you doubt me or just most days?
Just some days.
Alright, pretty much we'll just cut these. We'll cut them in like 2.5 inches. Let's go see where we need them bent. That one can be fairly short. Okay, I've got a plan. Let's see if we can make it happen. Build some of those and we got it. We'll have to shorten them a little, but see why that won't just work?
Be nice.
I think that'll mount right in there. Then we'll cut this out and weld this into that. I've got a little bit of tigging to do. I like it. She's gonna weld. Yep. Let's do this. What kind of odds are you giving me on this one?
I think you got it.
It is not happy about that paint. That gets hotter than you can even imagine. You can imagine hot, it's hotter than that. Well, that's one. Drill a hole, drill a hole. Then we gotta cut this out and put a pipe in it. Let's go see how this looks. See a reason that won't just mount like that? Guess I probably ought to mount those and then make the bottom ones. No need to tighten that clear up until it's that time. Alright, that's gonna bolt right like that. We're getting somewhere after all day, Hunter.
About time.
That's what I'm thinking. Still ain't good, but it's good enough. Alright, we got some mail today. Russell Brown sent us an old cooler that he had kicking around, I assume. There's no note, but some other stuff, so thank you. Alright, license plate stuff sent us this. So, thank you guys. Alright, it's just me. I'm on the late shift. I have hacked that apart.
This is gonna weld into that like so and tie in there. That's gonna be the intercooler stuff. So things are coming together. I just got to get this marked up and tacked out, and then I can weld it in. Then I got to do the bottom, get it plumbed over, and voila, I will have it done tonight because I got other stuff to do tomorrow. So we'll get in it. All right, I didn't bore you with all the welding. It's not the best welding, but it's welded. It shouldn't come off, it shouldn't leak. We'll find out if it does, and I'll patch it. It was this black stuff they put on this thing. It did not like to weld, and I cleaned it up the best I could, but I think it's good. I think we got the top one done. Now we got to build bottom over, and I think we got her. Might not get all of it done tonight. I'm running out of ambition. It's getting late, but I got the top put together and show you. All right, there's the top hose. That's gonna work. Radiator hose is gonna loop over it down here. It's gonna go in. So we're winning this battle. All right, there it is with the grill in it. That's officially gonna be tight. I am gonna get a ton of comments telling me that intercooler's not big enough. I know that. I'll back out of it on the hills. I'll downshift. I'll let the EGTs catch up, and then away we'll go again. If it doesn't work, we'll put a water to air somewhere on it and fix it that way. All right, we got a bunch done on this truck today. We got driveline installed in it, so technically it could move. We fired it up again to see just what we had. Fuel tanks are a ways out on this still. We got intercooler mounted. It's looking good. I think that's gonna work. We got AC mounted, belts routed. We got a pile of stuff done. We're knocking little stuff off the list. Before we know it, she'll be running and driving. So thanks for watching.